Our mechanism will accommodate absolutely every motorcycle on the market. You can use it on a trailer or you can use it on the ground. If you are going to be using it on the ground, we have an adapter which allows you to quickly attach it and detach it. By simply setting it on the ground and rolling your bike into it, it becomes a stand. If you are going to be trailering with this device, you can use as many tie downs as you like. But we're going to show you how to do it with just two. The idea, of course, is to do this all by yourself. Again, our adapter allows you to quickly attach it. Once attached, you simply roll your bike into the unit. At this point, your motorcycle is secured and ready to be tied down. Now, as I said earlier, you can use as many tie downs as you like. But we're going to show you how to do it with just two. When you are using two tie downs, we recommend that you attach your securement points of your tie downs anywhere from the middle to the rear of your bike, and you load your whole machine down and slightly forward. When you load your bike in this manner, you are going to compress both front and rear suspensions, but you're not going to overload either. Lateral support, though, is going to be quite good. And here's the best part, is that you can release the bike by yourself one side at a time without your bike falling. Our mechanism won't allow your bike to fall even with just one tie down. What's nice about our device also is that the only components that are touched on your motorcycle are the tread components of your tire, nothing else. This particular model here weighs 21.5 pounds and is rated for 2400. The mechanism itself is fully adjustable so that for every tire wheel size combination on the market, you have at least two settings in which you put your cradle in. One is going to be your deep setting and the other one's going to be your light setting. The idea here is to be able to secure your bike, secure it well, but be able to still pull your motorcycle out with ease. This particular setting at the moment for a sport bike is the light setting. As you'll see, there's quite a bit of clearance between the actual cradle itself and the chin of the fairing. If you wish to have it in a deeper setting, you simply move the cradle back. You can also use the mechanism or the cradle itself turned around. Now you simply put it in the third setting, turn the cradle around, put it in the third setting, and now you can load your motorcycle with the same type of clearance. And now you even have more clearance in the back. You can also use our device backwards, which means that you can actually roll your bike in backwards into the unit. Also transport that way. Now what we would recommend at this point is, if you are going to be trailering with it this way, that you secure your motorcycle towards the locking direction of the unit. You simply attach it to a subframe member and go straight back against down, load the bike down and slightly backwards. And if you want to use it on the ground backwards, again, this model here features an adapter which allows you to quickly detach it and detach it. And once detached, you set it on the ground and you roll your bike backwards into it.
Our mechanisms accommodate all bikes on the market. Displayed here is the trailer-only model. Once you adjust the cradle, you move it forward or back for your tire size. Now it's ready to be tied down. Simply tie down your bike somewhere from the middle to the rear of the bike. And now your bike's ready to be transported. Your front suspension is not overloaded, and your lateral support is excellent. Once you're ready to untie your bike, it's as easy with one person. Simply release it, and and you don't have to worry about your bike falling over.
To adjust the position of the cradle to accommodate different motorcycles, tires, and wheels, you simply pull a pin out, move the cradle position. For every particular tire wheel size out there, you have at least two settings. One is going to be an optimum setting, which is what this one is, and there's a second optimum. The optimum position is the one that allows the cradle to come forward and come as close as possible to the mounting surface with just barely touching. The second optimum is the one which allows the cradle to tilt forward but not come this close. For this particular tire wheel size, which is the 150/17, your last setting is your optimum position. It will be the second optimum position. And as you can see, the cradle is tilting forward but not touching the mounting surface. For a 120/17, your optimum position will be the third from the front. Same applies. Your cradle, optimum setting for a particular tire wheel size, is the one that allows the cradle to come as close as possible to the mounting surface without touching. This will be your optimum setting. The one in front of it will be your second optimum setting. Your second optimum setting will still support your bike upright, but it's the one that allows the cradle to come close to, but not as close as your optimum setting. The forward foremost setting is basically for GP compound tires and racing tires. Our trailer-only model is easily adjusted. You simply put a cotter, move the cradle position to allow it to accommodate different motorcycles further back for larger wheels and tires, forward for smaller wheels and tires.